Sweet soul, I see you there, carrying the weight of everyone's world on your shoulders. You've appointed yourself the guardian of your husband's happiness, the curator of your children's emotions, the keeper of your employees' peace, the protector of your friends' comfort. You scan every room, reading every face, adjusting your words and actions like a careful conductor, trying to orchestrate the perfect symphony of contentment around you. But oh dear heart, what a heavy burden you've taken upon yourself. You've somehow convinced yourself that their joy is your job, that their pain is your failure, that their struggles are your responsibility to fix. You tiptoe through conversations, second-guess every decision, and lose sleep over reactions you cannot predict or control. You've made yourself responsible for the impossible task of managing the human experience of everyone in your orbit. But here's a truth I want you to hold gently in your hands today. You are only responsible for you. This doesn't mean you don't matter to them or that they don't matter to you. This doesn't mean your love doesn't touch their hearts or that your presence doesn't bring light to their days. Of course it does. You're beautifully, wonderfully connected to the people you love. But connection is not the same as control. Your spouse brings decades of experiences, wounds, dreams, and genetic wiring that existed long before they ever met you. Your children carry their own unique personalities, processing abilities, and ways of seeing the world that no amount of perfect parenting can fully shape. Your employees come with their own histories, triggers, motivations, and challenges that extend far beyond the walls of your workplace. Your friends bring their own baggage, beliefs, and battles that you didn't create and cannot control. Each person in your life is a complex, intricate being with layers upon layers of story you may never fully know. They have bad days that have nothing to do with you. They have healing to do that you cannot do for them. They have choices to make that you cannot make for them. And that's not a failure on your part. That's the beautiful complexity of human existence. When you release yourself from the impossible job of emotional management, something miraculous happens. You begin to see people as they truly are, whole, capable individuals on their own journeys. You stop treating them like fragile beings who need you to walk on eggshells around them. You start honoring their strength, their resilience, their ability to navigate their own emotional landscapes. This doesn't mean you love them less. It means you love them more fully, more authentically. Love without the burden of control is actually love in its purest form. Now I know what you might be thinking. But what about when someone I love genuinely struggles to manage themselves? What about addiction, mental health crises, or seasons when they're truly not making good decisions? This is true. But here's the tender truth. Even when someone is struggling deeply, your role is still not to control their emotions or outcomes. Yes, you can offer support. Yes, you can set loving boundaries. Yes, you can provide resources and show up compassionately. But their healing journey, their choices, and ultimately their emotional responses still belong to them. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is believe in someone's capacity to grow and heal, even when they can't see it themselves yet. When you treat someone as capable of eventual wholeness, while still maintaining healthy boundaries, you're planting seeds of hope rather than reinforcing helplessness. Supporting someone is different from managing their emotions. You can walk alongside without carrying their backpack. So today, I invite you to resign from your position as everyone's emotional manager. Hand in your resignation letter to that impossible job. Step down from the throne of responsibility that was never meant to be yours. Focus on the one person you actually can influence, yourself. Tend to your own heart. Manage your own responses. Take responsibility for your own emotional well-being. Show up as the best version of yourself and trust, truly trust, that the people you love are capable of doing the same for themselves. You are not responsible for their happiness. You're responsible for your own. You are not responsible for their healing. You are responsible for your own. You are not responsible for their choices. You are responsible for your own. And in that beautiful, liberating truth, you'll find the peace you've been searching for. With love and gentle release, Sereniyu. P.S. When you stop trying to control the weather in everyone else's world, you finally have time and energy to tend the garden of your own soul. And a well-tended soul, that's the most beautiful gift you can give to anyone.